Gentlemen, this is the final day of the Winter League, and this is our last forum, and we have two very well-known speakers on the stage. They are from the Players Lens company, and I would like to introduce them to you briefly. We have Business Development Manager and Football Intermediary at Player Lens, Mr. Edoardo Colombo. Welcome.
Thank you.
And next to him, we have Mr. Alexander Markelov. He is a Business Development Manager at Player Lens company. The stage is yours, gentlemen.
Thank you.
So thanks again for having us here. It's a pleasure. We're here just to present a bit our idea of the company, what we do. Player Lens, which is an English-British company based in London with some offices around the world. We're in more than 70 countries right now, more than 500 clubs with us. And this is a brief overview of what we do. It's a digital platform. As we said throughout the conference, in these days, data is so important today. It changed how we see football. So this platform has that scope to help in this process. What we do is we connect agents and clubs all around the world. We have a digital marketplace where people can connect, communicate one with the other through a direct chat, and they can get in contact, propose some players, exchange numbers, facilitate transfers. So as we see today, data is helping us, as Nicola said before, in professionalizing a bit more this business, and we're here to help. We're here to give a hand in continuing this process. So that's basically our scope, what we do. The data, as we said, is fundamental. It facilitates transfers. It allows clubs and agents to present themselves in a different way. What we do at Player Lens is allowing agents to expand their visibility for the players that they represent, achieve markets and open new doors where possibly they didn't think about it before, increase their network, and at the same time clubs, the issue, as we said in these days, is that many times clubs have to spend a lot of time in understanding which is the right player for them, which is not, and what we do is allowing clubs to filter the players that are proposed from professional agents, represented agents that are verified by us, and therefore the time consuming that they have to spend is much less and much more efficient, thanks to idea that we brought together. So this is just a snapshot that my colleague Alex will explain about what we do and how the platform looks.
Yes, yeah, I'm taking the word now. So yeah, we wanted to make our application quite simple so everyone could easily understand how to use it and how they can propose their players directly, grow their network as well. So yeah, basically what you can see on the screen. So it's quite simple, pretty much like Football Manager. You have your squad. Either you, the club, or maybe your agent, you're just placing your players. You can see the demand on a market. You know which clubs actually looking for which players on which positions. So you can match the demand and the club will see exactly the player they want. So yeah, we keep going. Also, yeah, as we've been talking all these days about the importance of data, we have some analytics as well. Our partner is TransferLab platform. Probably you heard about them. So inside the platform, for the players, you can see they have the rating, they have the spidergram. It will be a little later on. Yeah, that's about analytics. So yeah, we have the spidergram with the key figures for each player. You can understand how's he performing inside the league. So basically, these partners, TransferLab, what they do, like every action the player is making on the field, they evaluating it in terms of how it's making the impact on a possible goal scoring and a possible goal conceded. And they compare it through all the players on the position, and that's how you get the understanding of how player is effective and if he's matching your team and your needs. So this is like how it looks like. It's quite simple, but it gives you understanding. You see the spidergram. So where is the 100? It means like the best one in the league. So if it goes closer to the center, so it's like the current player's effectiveness. So you see the key figures, you understand in which parts of the game the player is effective, how he can be helpful for your team. Another thing which is quite interesting as well is the value for the money chart. So there we basically try to predict how the transfer value will be changing, and that is very important actually, because for some clubs, you know, for example, Benfica, Porto, Portuguese clubs, they search for the young players, they develop them, they sell them later on, they earn lots of money on this, and this chart actually can help you understand how the transfer value could be changing through the time.
Yeah, that's another important part, which is what we focus on, which is players being the player asset in today's football. So they are the most important part, in our opinion, of a football club. The focus has to be on the players, in developing the players as much as we can, and in return, players, of course, are an asset for the club, which means potential revenue if we know how to grow them. So in terms, if we manage to increase the visibility, which is at the end our scope, more clubs can be attracted by this player, more clubs can get to know this player, analyze this player, and increasing their visibility, it means also increasing the visibility then of the league if the player arrives to a certain level, which, as we know today, merchandising, TV rights, it's fundamental. Premier League teaches us the amount of TV rights allows them today to be the top league in the world, and therefore concentrating on increasing the players' visibility, consider them always more player assets which can generate the revenue for clubs is what we concentrate on and what we try to bring to this world, you know.
Yeah, and talking about connectivity, we have the direct chat with the decision makers. So basically, if you have the matching player for the club, you just go inside the chat and you can negotiate like straight away, and that is amazing, I think, because lots of clubs and agents, they don't have like the huge network of the contacts, and our app can help to grow it. You can go to the markets you have never been before. You can, yeah, as we are saying, increase your visibility of your club or of your player in these markets. You get new contacts, you grow your network, and that is very important.
Yeah, and what we do also is we verify that every agent that's on the platform is 100% representing the player. So what we found also listening to other conferences in these days was that many times agents receive, I don't know, the same player from 5 different agents, and so the sporting director has to say, wait a second, which one is the right player, which one is the right agent representing this player. So we also facilitate this. We sort of transfer and filter who are the agents of the players, and we think that by doing this we help also clubs in avoiding waste of time, in understanding who is the agent, who is not the agent. So I think this is another important feature that modern technology and the player lens is an example provides.
And it's not only about proposing the players. Also, inside the app, you can search for the players, like search for the ones you need, and as well, you can enter the markets you've never seen before. You can find the player in the markets new to you, to your club, and it could be the player that will give you the big value. So the other feature, which is probably the most important one, is demand. So knowing your players inside your squad, you see which of the clubs searching for the familiar ones, and as we talked before, the chat feature gives you opportunity to negotiate directly.
So yeah, this is what we do. We appreciated your time with us. We know it's the end of the convention, so it's been quite long days, but thanks for having us here, and hopefully we see you next year, yeah?
Yes, we hope so.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, gentlemen, for this informative presentation. We also hope to see you next year. Ladies and gentlemen, here we end the forums of Winter League 2022, and we hope to see you all next year here in Antalya, Turkey. Until then,